Welcome to another run here on American Truck Simulator. Um, got a great topic to talk about today. I'm pretty fucking excited about it. So we're gonna we're gonna wait. But today's job: large tubes heading from Gallup, New Mexico to Page, Arizona. So not a real long run today. I don't think. I'll double check, but anyways. But here we are. We're at the BNSF rail yard, and got a load of steel tubes. At least I'm pretty sure they're steel. They look to be steel. Tipping the scales at 43,680 pounds. So yeah, I guess it's probably a good guess that they're steel. So heading to Page, Arizona, to the Texaco location. So probably oil tubes. Could be shitter tubes for the porta potty, for all we know. But most likely probably oil or fuel or something like that. Could be ventilation. Who knows? But anyway, some pretty heavy steel tubes. Next rest stop's like in 11 hours, so we got plenty of time to make the run. Because the run is only going to take us. Oh shit, wrong button. The run is only going to take us 5 hours to get there. So, okay, 5 hours and 1 minute if we want to be technical. But, anyways, we're gonna get trucking here. Now, today's topic is a good one. Might have known by the title, but yeah, today's topic's definitely going to be a good one. So, I'm excited about it. We'll get to it in a minute when we get back out here on the road and stuff. Nope. Today's topic, like I said, pretty excited about it. So, I was reading on online that, of course, I've talked about that, but the since Tiger King came out, of course, rise in popularity and everything else, it's actually led to tips. Oh shit! It's led to tips coming in about Carole Baskin's missing husband. So, yeah, like I said, with any luck, that bitch will end up going to jail. But she, since that came out, a lot of people are kind of calling with tips, and everything is kind of to the front of everybody's mind. That's how a lot of cold cases are solved anyway. But I guess she's had people message her on her Big Cat page, everything. I mean, phone calls, letters, people either asking her if she murdered her husband or telling her she did. So I, it's one of those things that it's pretty fucking funny to me. Um, but she said she's getting she's getting really sick of people saying that she killed her husband. She's getting tired of people saying it. She's pissed about all the jokes and memes and stuff on Facebook and everything about it. She's really fucking pissed off about it. But I don't care. You're pissed off because everybody's accusing you of murdering your husband? Fucking good. Because we all know you did it. Chrissy Teigen, you might remember her. She was on stuff like Lip Sync Battle and everything else, but she was also a Sports Illustrated model and stuff like that. So she says that she thinks she did it. So, there's a lot of people that really do. And I'm a firm believer she's the one that set Joe's studio on fire. I don't know, there's not really any necessary proof there, but I'm pretty sure she fucking did that. And that's just my opinion. I mean, but kind of makes sense. But no, she said she's getting pissed off because the focus was taken away from Joe and his horrible things he did, and now it's all about how I killed my husband. Which, number one, you can't take a joke. That's the first thing. It's like these memes and jokes and stuff about it are meant to be funny, and you can't take a fucking joke. I mean, when Caitlyn Jenner came out as a woman, whatever, had used to be Bruce, now Caitlyn, whatever. That doesn't bother me. Whatever, that's fine. But there was all kinds of jokes about it. I mean, it was even down to what's what does Caitlyn Jenner in a transmission or a Dodge, Cummins have in common? Rebuilt tranny. Stuff like that. It's fucking hilarious. And it got me to thinking, why is it that Caitlyn Jenner can take all these jokes, but Carole can't take any of these jokes? And I realized, it's because Caitlyn used to be a man. I'm sorry if I pissed you off, but no, and it's one of those things where, okay, so if there was a chance of this shit coming out that you killed your husband and stuff like that, like if you thought that was going to be a concern that people were going to take it that way, or you didn't want to be chastised about that, then why the fuck did you do the documentary? Why did you agree to do it? You could have said no. You could have been like, no, don't feel like doing it. No, you thought it was going to bring everybody on your side. You thought it was going to make your somehow not horrible big cat cage fucking farm not horrible. You wanted people to come see all your big cats in their cages. That's what you fucking wanted. So don't get it twisted, bitch. You fucking goddamn Andre the Giant and Ronda Rousey looking bitch. I don't know. You force somebody to their breaking point. Meaning Joe Exotic. You force somebody to their breaking point, and then you wonder why they fucking hate you, and you wonder why he fucking thinks that you should be dead. You did it to yourself, bitch. Besides the fact, $3,000 to kill you? Yeah, that's... Yeah, it costs a lot more than that to kill people. Watch any fucking true crime, fucking organized crime, like mob documentary and stuff. It takes more than that to kill somebody. So that's just my thing. It's I'm sorry, but I don't fucking feel sorry for you. You fucking Shrek looking bitch. Um, you know, you and Fiona both look like ogres. Both have husbands in the swamp, but only one of those husbands is dead. Um, fucking Shrek, fugly looking bitch. I just, for me, it's why, if you thought, you know, some shit was gonna happen with that, when people know that information, um, why the fuck did you do the documentary? Why did you fucking do that? I mean, you could have just you'd have been fine. Nobody would have known your fucking name. Nobody would have known that you fed your husband to the tigers or got rid of his body somewhere. Nobody would have known. So I don't know where you got your disappearing tips and how to make it not come back to you. I'm assuming you got that from Hillary Clinton, but you should have known that this shit was gonna come back. This shit was gonna blow on you. So stop your fucking bitching and just shut the fuck up. Go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 tigers. Just go to jail. You fucking goddamn. Really? You're gonna sit there and bitch because people make jokes, because people make memes on Facebook, because people are saying that you killed your fucking husband. Well, that's the general consensus. And the fact of the matter is, Joe Exotic is sitting in jail for flimsier evidence than what is on you for your husband disappearing. So, him in jail and you free, it should be the other fucking way around. And quite frankly, I think you should probably, if you were dead, I'd probably be happy about it. I mean, seriously. You treat people like shit. You push people to their fucking breaking point. You talk shit about everybody, saying, oh, they're bad because they do this with tigers or do that with tigers, and you're doing the same fucking thing. So, you have a husband who's a fucking millionaire that you cheated on your previous husband with. He has millions and millions of dollars. He puts a restraining order on, wants to put a restraining order against you because you threatened him with violence and death, and then all of a sudden he fucking disappears, and you think, and you're pissed because we think you had something to do with it? Well, fucking duh. I mean, what the fuck did you think? Is the documentary stupid television? Yes, it kind of is. I mean, but the people who are watching it are not too stupid to understand that you had something to do with your husband's disappearance. So, go fuck yourself. But like I said, it is my opinion that I think the world would be better if you were gone. I think your tigers would have a better life. I think people who want to educate others about tigers and things like that, want people to have an experience, would be better off. Because number one, anybody who is not you, you want them pushed out of business, number one. Number two, they actually give a fuck about their animals. You want to bitch about how Joe Exotic's fucking facility was a piece of shit? At least he had the fucking room for him. His tiger cages, they weren't cages. They were basically pens. You know, they were good sized enclosures where they had room to run, where they had room to be free. They had things to do. Your fucking cages are the size of a pickup, overgrown with fucking weeds and everything else. And you want to bitch at him? You want to say he's the bad guy? Well, at least he's never fucking murdered anybody. So, you know what, bitch? Just shut up. You fucking Shrek looking bitch. You just... Again, if you don't want people to talk shit, then don't have a fucking TV show. Don't have a fucking documentary come out. If you didn't want none of that to happen, then you shouldn't have fucking been in it. That's just how it is.
Go straight up. That's right.
Okay, I understand some bad things happened to you. You were raped. Okay, I'm sorry that happened. But that doesn't give you an excuse to be a bitch. You know, it doesn't. That's no excuse to treat people like shit. That's no excuse to force somebody else into, you know, destroying their dreams. So, quite frankly, you can fuck off. But to be pissed about a bunch of jokes, that just makes it funnier. That just makes it more hilarious. The fact that you're butthurt about it. But the thing about it is, you sit there and say, "Oh, perfume's not gonna do it," like sardine oil. That'll make a tiger bite somebody or kill somebody. And how do you know this? I could see, you know, blood, something like that. Yeah, but sardine oil? You just came out of sardine oil out of the blue. Okay. Oh, you know, they say that when you go to heaven, all your questions will be answered. So, I can't wait. I honestly can't wait to go to heaven and ask God, did what happened to Carole Baskin's husband? And God's gonna be like, oh baby, Carole fed her husband to the tigers. And we all know, it's my opinion, God is a black lady. It's fine if you don't like that. But that's my opinion. That's what I think. So that's what I'm hoping for. But honestly, your ex-husband is dead as your career now, and I think that pisses you off. But hey, whatever. We most of us don't care. We don't want to hear your whining. We don't want to hear your crying. You know, and especially if you're gonna be pissed off about jokes and everything else, go fuck yourself. Like when Kathy Griffin had the whole dummy of fucking Donald Trump, you know, being dead, you know, being murdered. He didn't fucking whine and bitch about that. And that joke was a hell of a lot more fucked up than what's going around on Facebook. So, you look like a man, so it's time to grow some balls and fucking deal with it. And you sitting there saying that, oh, Tiger King documentary was one-sided and it was made to look like it just turned into me and my how I could have been involved with my disappeared husband. Well, to a certain degree. I'll agree with you. But I also look at it this way. That was the first fucking documentary that I had seen in a long fucking time that showed both sides of the story. Didn't paint somebody one way and the other person another, completely different. Didn't paint one person as this horrible person and the other one as a victim, when it's not true. So, you know, we all know you did it. We all know you did it. Just fucking confess to this shit and go to jail where you're supposed to be. And that's my thing. Is the fact of the matter is, how can you be so hypocritical, and when people call you out on that, you get pissy? So, no, I don't feel sorry for you. Do I think you should necessarily be getting death threats and stuff? No, I don't think that that's right. I don't think that you should have death threats, whether it's mailed to you or sent to you or whatever. That's not right. I will agree with you on that one. However, to be pissed about the jokes, to be pissed that people are talking about it, you fucking brought that on yourself. And if you're gonna be pissed about it, well, whatever. Be pissed about it. None of us give a fuck. I mean, like I said, the reason Caitlyn Jenner is able to take these jokes against her is because she used to be a man. So, if you're gonna play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Don't be bitching because shit happens. Don't be pissed because people form opinions. People think a certain way. So how can you say that it was one-sided and painted you to be, and you said the documentary should have been more focused on Joe Exotic and him being an asshole, when you say the documentary shouldn't be one-sided, basically. Well, or should be one-sided. Well, that's fucked up. No. When a story is told, you tell the whole fucking story. Not just the part that benefits you. And being pissed at him because you think he's a shitty person and he says he does things he shouldn't be doing and things like that. And meanwhile, you were a main suspect for your husband's disappearance. Still are. That's like being pissed at somebody because they have 3 speeding tickets, but then you have a fucking DUI. So, yeah, just get over it. You have no sense of humor. Your voice is annoying as shit. So people make fun of you about that. You get pissed about that. Well, then people make jokes about how you killed your husband. And you can't take that. So people make fun of how you and your husband look like people trying to lure kids into a windowless van. You get pissed about that. Well, Joe Exotic never got fucking pissed about, or, his friends and family don't get pissed because people think it's funny that he's a gay redneck who has tigers. Yeah, he looks like a discount Alan Jackson. He does, and that joke has been made plenty of times. But none of the people around him get fucking pissed about it. They think it's fucking hilarious. Anyways, got over here safe and sound. No thanks to Carole Baskin. sorry about if it was more of a rant, but it's frustrating because it's like you can't take a joke. You can't. It, the whole thing was that bothers me is she's pissed because new tips are coming in, things like that. Well, you wouldn't be pissed if you didn't have something to hide, and none of it would have came out if you didn't do the fucking show. So it's your fault. But anyways, yeah, we're over here safe and sound at Texaco with our load of pipes. Um, like I said, what they're gonna use them for, don't know. Most likely, probably like them ventilation tubes up there. And why is that a farm silo with a? That's. I guess they kind of reuse some things. But yeah, pipes of some sort. Who knows what they're going for? Um, so with that, I guess probably gonna go ahead and end the video. But two things that's pretty important. Um, I'm thankful for all the support, and Carole Baskin killed her husband. So with that, guys, take her easy, and we'll see you in the next run.